Hello and welcome to Unzi Talks, where I'm bringing you one great book in 2 short minutes. And the book I am talking about right now is Elsewhere by Gabrielle Zevin. So this author is also the author of Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac, which is a young adult title, young adult fiction. This is also young adult fiction, but it's also science fiction fantasy. So this is a different genre from her other book. So there are 2 reasons why I recommend this book. The first one is the artistry and details, and the second is the factor of escape. Obviously, science fiction is almost always going to give you a world into which you would like to escape or you have some interest. And then the artistry and details is created here because the author has to build that world and create that world in a believable way. So to tell you a little bit about the main character in the book, her name is Lizzie. And Lizzie, the book starts at the end of Lizzie's life. Lizzie dies in this kind of freak accident, and she's 16 years old, and Zevin's version of the afterlife is called Elsewhere. And in Elsewhere, you arrive at the age at which you died and live backwards in time, kind of Merlin-esque a little bit. You live backwards in time until you're a baby, and then you're sent back to the earth. So the really interesting thing is the anachronistic type of things that happen. So, for example, when Lizzie arrives in Elsewhere, she meets her grandma, whom she's never met, and her grandma died before she was born. But because her grandma has been living backwards in time, her grandma's much younger than she would have expected. So she kind of gets to know her as well, and this whole other kind of cast of characters. So it's definitely a unique premise for a novel. And it's definitely a novel about the world and getting into the world more so than it is like a plot-based, novel. It's much more about characters and relationships and the world in which they are living. As a matter of fact, on the back of the book, School Library Journal reviewed it as a quiet book that provides much to think about and discuss. So perhaps a book that you could also read along with a friend, and it's pretty reader-friendly, relatively slim. Highly recommend if you'd like to add it to your TBR pile, and until next time.